What if I told you the ocean hides secrets so strange, so unreal, that even Hollywood couldn't make this stuff up? From sharks that glow in the dark to ones that survived before the dinosaurs even walked the earth, today, we're diving into the abyss of the unknown. These are 40 incredible shark facts that will leave your jaw on the ocean floor. This isn't just about sharp teeth and scary music. It's about time-traveling predators, bizarre behaviors, and facts so unbelievable you'll question reality itself. So buckle up, because we're going deep, way deeper than any submarine dares to go. And trust me, number 27? It'll blow your mind. Let's start with one of the craziest truths: some sharks can glow in the dark. Yeah, that's not sci-fi. The lantern shark, for example, emits a bioluminescent glow that helps it camouflage from predators lurking below. But why would a predator need to hide? That's the twist: it's a hunter that doesn't want to become prey. In the deep ocean, the rules are different. Everything has teeth. And speaking of weird defenses, did you know that some sharks can push their stomachs out of their mouths to clean them? Imagine vomiting your guts out just to rinse them and swallowing them back like it's no big deal. Here's one for the history buffs: sharks are older than trees. Yes, you heard that right. Sharks have been swimming in Earth's oceans for over 400 million years, while trees evolved only about 350 million years ago. That means sharks survived mass extinctions, ice ages, and even asteroid impacts. And they didn't just survive, they thrived. The frilled shark, for instance, looks like a sea serpent and hasn't changed much since prehistoric times. It's like nature hit the pause button on evolution and said, yeah, this one's good. But don't let the ancient appearance fool you. These creatures are masters of the deep. Let's zoom in on one of the weirdest species out there, the goblin shark. With its bizarre, protruding jaw that shoots out like a mechanical claw, the goblin shark looks like something straight out of a nightmare. But it's real. And it's been haunting the oceans for millions of years. When it hunts, its jaw extends outward to snap up prey at lightning speed. Think of it like the alien from Predator, but worse. And here's the kicker: it was barely even discovered until recent decades, which means the ocean might be hiding even more monsters we haven't met yet. And now, a shark that smells electricity. That's not a metaphor. Sharks have electroreceptors called ampullae of Lorenzini that let them detect electrical signals from the muscles of nearby animals. It's so precise, they can find a fish buried under sand just by sensing its heartbeat. Imagine being so tuned into the world around you that you can feel life itself pulsing from beneath the seafloor. That's what sharks do. They don't hunt with sight. They hunt with senses we can't even comprehend. It's like giving a superhero sonar, radar, and infrared vision, all at once. Now let's dive into one of the most unexpected shark facts: sharks don't have bones. That's right, zero bones in their body. Instead, their skeletons are made entirely of cartilage, the same flexible material found in human noses and ears. This makes them lighter, more agile, and perfectly adapted for a life of speed and stealth. It's why they glide so effortlessly through the water like underwater ghosts. And here's something wild: because they lack bones, most of their fossils come from their teeth, which they lose by the thousands during their lifetime. A single shark can shed up to 35,000 teeth. If sharks had dentists, they'd be broke. And speaking of teeth, not all sharks are carnivores. Some of the largest species, like the whale shark and the basking shark, are gentle giants that feed exclusively on plankton. That's right, the biggest sharks in the ocean don't have a taste for blood. They swim around with their massive mouths wide open, filtering tiny organisms from the water like a living vacuum cleaner. It's a total plot twist. You'd expect them to be terrifying, but instead, they're slow, peaceful, and actually kind of adorable. They even have personalities. Some basking sharks are known to play with floating objects for fun. Now brace yourself, because this next one will blow your fins off. Some sharks can live for centuries. The Greenland shark, for example, is believed to live up to 500 years. Scientists discovered one individual estimated to be over 400 years old, meaning it was already swimming around before the United States even existed. Just imagine that. A creature alive during the reign of Shakespeare, still silently patrolling the icy depths today. And the crazy part? We still don't know how they live that long. It's one of nature's greatest mysteries, and the key to extreme longevity could be swimming right beneath the ice. Let's switch gears and talk about shark pregnancies, because some of them are beyond bizarre. The sand tiger shark has one of the most ruthless reproductive strategies in the animal kingdom. Inside the womb, the first embryo to hatch starts eating its siblings. This is called intrauterine cannibalism, and yes, it's exactly as savage as it sounds. Only the strongest baby shark survives to be born. It's survival of the fittest, before they're even born. Meanwhile, other shark species can be pregnant for up to 2 years. That's longer than elephants. The ocean is full of strange timelines, and sharks are rewriting the biology books. And here's one that'll change the way you think about these creatures forever: sharks are critical for ocean health. They're not just predators, they're regulators. By hunting weak, sick, or injured animals, they keep ecosystems balanced and thriving. Without sharks, fish populations explode, coral reefs collapse, and the entire marine food web begins to unravel. But here's the sad twist: millions of sharks are killed every year by humans, mainly for their fins. Some are left to die slowly after being mutilated. The apex predator is under threat, not by nature, but by us. And if sharks vanish, the entire ocean could follow. Here's another fact that sounds like pure fiction: some sharks can walk. Yes, walk. Meet the epaulet shark, a small reef dweller that uses its fins like legs to stroll along the ocean floor. When the tide goes out and shallow pools are cut off from the sea, this shark keeps moving, on foot. It even survives for hours in low-oxygen environments where other fish would suffocate. Scientists believe it might help us understand how ancient fish first transitioned onto land millions of years ago. So yes, evolution might have started walking thanks to a shark. Who knew that your first ancestor with legs might have had gills and teeth? Let's talk about speed demons. The shortfin mako shark is the fastest shark in the ocean, reaching speeds up to 60 miles per hour. That's as fast as a car on the highway, except this one is slicing through water. Its streamlined body, pointed snout, and powerful tail make it a torpedo of destruction. It's so fast it can leap out of the water in massive breaches like a rocket launch. And once it locks onto a prey target, forget it. The chase is over before it even begins. The mako isn't just built for speed, it's precision engineered for high-velocity kills. Nature's perfect missile. But not all shark adaptations are about power, some are about patience. The wobbegong shark, also known as the carpet shark, blends perfectly with the ocean floor. It waits motionless, looking like nothing more than seaweed or coral, until an unsuspecting fish swims by. Then, bam! It strikes with lightning speed. It's the ultimate ambush predator, like a trapdoor spider of the sea. This level of camouflage isn't just impressive, it's terrifying. You'd never see it coming. Divers have even accidentally sat on them, not realizing they were sitting on a living, breathing meat grinder with teeth. Ever heard of a shark that lives in volcanoes? Meet the Pacific sleeper shark. It's been found inside the acidic, hot, low-oxygen environment of underwater volcanoes like Cavachi in the Solomon Islands. That's right, a shark that casually hangs out inside a freaking volcano. Scientists have no idea how it survives in such extreme conditions. It's like discovering a lion in Antarctica and realizing it's totally fine with the cold. The sleeper shark's resilience suggests it may hold the secrets to extreme survival. And if they can handle volcanoes, where else might sharks be hiding? Now prepare for a little myth busting: sharks don't actually have to keep swimming to stay alive. While it's true that many species like great whites use ram ventilation, swimming constantly to force water through their gills, other sharks like nurse sharks can breathe while sitting still. They use a method called buccal pumping, where they actively push water over their gills without moving. So no, they won't drop dead the second they stop swimming. It's just another example of how diverse and adaptable sharks really are. One group sprints nonstop, another lounges in caves. There's no single blueprint for what makes a shark, a shark. Now here's something that might haunt your dreams: some sharks can survive in freshwater. While most sharks are strictly saltwater animals, the bull shark breaks all the rules. It can swim up rivers and has even been spotted as far inland as Illinois in the United States. How? Its kidneys and special glands let it adjust the salt levels in its body, making it one of the few sharks that can thrive in both ocean and river environments. Imagine relaxing by a calm lake, and knowing a shark could be lurking below. It's no surprise this species is considered one of the most dangerous to humans, because it's unpredictable, powerful, and it can show up anywhere. Let's jump into the bizarre world of shark reproduction again, because this one's a real shocker. Some female sharks can reproduce without a male. It's called parthenogenesis, a rare form of asexual reproduction where embryos develop without fertilization. That's right, sharks don't always need a mate to have babies. This has been observed in bonnethead sharks, blacktip sharks, and others, even in captivity where no males were present. It's like nature's backup plan: when the population drops or isolation occurs, they can still keep the species going. Forget Jurassic Park. Sharks were cloning themselves way before it was cool. Now let's talk teeth. Sharks don't just have a lot of teeth, they have rows and rows of them, constantly regenerating. When one tooth falls out, another one slides into place like a conveyor belt. Some sharks replace thousands of teeth in their lifetime. And get this, their teeth aren't anchored in the jawbone like ours. They're set in the gums and are shed as easily as a loose puzzle piece. But the biggest surprise? Shark teeth are coated in fluoride, which makes them naturally cavity resistant. They've got better dental protection than most humans. No toothbrush required, just pure evolutionary perfection. And speaking of perfection, let's highlight shark skin. It may look smooth in photos, but it's actually covered in tiny, tooth-like structures called dermal denticles. These scales reduce drag and make sharks more hydrodynamic, allowing them to cut through water silently and efficiently. Swimmers have even tried to mimic this texture in high-performance swimsuits. But here's the kicker, shark skin is so rough it can scrape human flesh like sandpaper. Ancient sailors used dried shark skin as sandpaper for woodworking. So yes, a shark can sand you down while it swims past you. Add that to your list of reasons to respect these apex predators. Here comes fact number 25, and it's a doozy. Sharks sleep, but not the way we do. Some species enter a restful state where certain parts of their brains slow down while others stay alert. It's like sleep with one eye open, literally. Their body keeps swimming on autopilot, sometimes using ocean currents to glide while they rest. Other species rest on the seafloor, using spiracles, special openings near their eyes, to keep water flowing over their gills. Sharks don't shut down. They recharge while remaining half-aware. It's a perfect balance of vigilance and rest, crafted by millions of years of survival. Now let's get into fact number 26, and it's one that feels straight out of science fiction. Sharks can detect a single drop of blood in an Olympic-sized swimming pool. Their sense of smell is so powerful that they can track prey from miles away using chemical cues in the water. But here's the twist, they're not attracted to just any blood, it depends on the type. Some sharks are highly sensitive to the blood of fish but aren't nearly as reactive to human blood. Their detection abilities are like natural sonar, helping them zero in on a wounded animal with shocking accuracy. It's a built-in GPS for carnage, and it works flawlessly. Now for fact number 27, this is the one that could change how you think about sharks forever. Sharks are capable of forming social hierarchies. That's right, they aren't always the lone predators we imagine. Studies on reef sharks have shown that individuals form stable group structures, recognize one another, and even prefer specific friends. In some species, dominant individuals get first access to feeding and the best hunting spots. This isn't mindless instinct, it's social strategy. Some scientists believe sharks may be more intelligent and socially complex than we've ever given them credit for. In other words, there might be politics happening beneath the waves. Let's talk about shark migration. Many shark species, including great whites and whale sharks, travel thousands of miles every year to breed, feed, or give birth. One tagged great white was tracked swimming over 12,000 miles in a single migration route between South Africa and Australia. These long-distance journeys span oceans and even cross entire hemispheres. What's even crazier? They often return to the same exact location year after year. It's called natal homing, and no one really knows how they do it. Magnetic fields? Celestial navigation? Sharks are long-distance navigators that put GPS satellites to shame. Here's a chilling one. Some sharks have been caught on camera scavenging on land animals. In Australia, a tiger shark was recorded eating a drowned cow. In other places, they've been observed feeding on birds and even dogs that fell into the water. Sharks are opportunistic feeders, meaning if it's meat and it's available, they're taking a bite. That adaptability is part of what makes them so successful. They aren't picky, they're survivors. And survival means taking every meal the ocean, or the unfortunate land, can offer. That's why they're still here after hundreds of millions of years. They eat to live, and they live to adapt. We're closing in on the final stretch with fact number 30, sharks don't get cancer easily. In fact, their biology seems to include natural resistance to many forms of tumors. Scientists have studied shark cartilage for decades in hopes of finding clues to anti-cancer treatments. While the myth that sharks never get cancer isn't entirely true, it's clear they have an edge when it comes to cellular resilience. Their immune systems are ancient and highly evolved, with properties that scientists are only beginning to understand. In short, sharks may not just be predators, they might hold the key to curing diseases in the future. Welcome to the final round. Fact number 31 will completely flip your perspective. Sharks have been around longer than trees. Yes, you heard that right. Sharks have existed for over 400 million years, while the first trees showed up around 350 million years ago. That means sharks were already swimming Earth's oceans 50 million years before a single leaf ever fluttered in the breeze. They've survived mass extinctions, asteroid impacts, and ice ages. Evolution has tested them again and again, and they've passed every time. They're not just survivors, they're champions of adaptation. Every scar, every tooth, every instinct, honed by time itself. Let's dive into shark eyes, because fact number 32 will make you do a double take. Sharks have a special layer of tissue in the back of their eyes called the tapetum lucidum. This reflective layer boosts their night vision dramatically, allowing them to see clearly in the darkest depths. It's the same feature that makes cat's eyes glow in the dark. But there's more. Many sharks can roll their eyes back into their sockets to protect them during attacks. Others, like the great white, actually retract their eyeballs while biting prey. It's like built-in safety goggles made of muscle and reflex. Evolution never stops upgrading. Now brace yourself for fact 33, shark embryos can detect predators from inside the egg. Scientists have found that unborn bamboo sharks can sense the electric fields of nearby threats and respond by freezing their movement. It's a survival tactic embedded before birth. If they move, they could be eaten, even while still developing. It's like being born into a world where danger is already part of your DNA. That kind of early awareness shows just how hardwired sharks are for survival. From the moment they begin forming, nature has them on alert. Time for a jaw-dropping stat. Fact 34, the megalodon, the most massive shark that ever lived, could grow over 60 feet long, with teeth the size of a human hand. Its bite force was estimated at over 40,000 pounds per square inch, strong enough to crush a car. Although it went extinct over 3 million years ago, its shadow still haunts the ocean in pop culture and science alike. Some people even believe it might still exist, hiding in the deep. While that's unlikely, the legend lives on. And those fossilized teeth? They're still being found on beaches today, like souvenirs from a prehistoric nightmare. Let's swim into lighter territory with fact 35, sharks have complex mating dances. Some species engage in extended courtship rituals that include circling, biting, and synchronized swimming. These dances aren't just about attraction, they're about communication and selection. The female decides when she's ready. And in many species, the males have to be persistent, clever, and even respectful, or risk being rejected, or worse, attacked. Shark romance is tough, strategic, and kind of poetic. It's one more sign that these creatures are far from mindless killers. They're intelligent, instinct-driven animals with behavior as rich and varied as anything on land. Let's bring this home with fact number 36, and it's all about the Greenland shark, a creature so mysterious it's practically myth. These deep-sea giants live in near-freezing Arctic waters and can grow up to 24 feet long. But here's the insane part, they're the longest-living vertebrates on the planet. Scientists estimate some individuals are over 400 years old, possibly born before the invention of the telescope. Imagine a shark that was already swimming in the cold blackness of the ocean when Shakespeare was still alive. Their slow metabolism is the key, and they often swim at a sluggish pace through the dark, unbothered by time itself. These sharks are living relics, prehistoric ghosts still gliding through the deep. Fact 37 takes us into the realm of the truly strange. Some sharks glow in the dark. That's right, certain species, like the lantern shark, have bioluminescent organs called photophores that emit light. These sharks live in the deep ocean, and the light helps them camouflage, communicate, and even attract prey. In the crushing pressure and pitch black of the abyss, glowing skin gives them a huge advantage. It's not just for show, it's survival through illumination. Imagine the eerie glow of a shark moving through darkness like a living constellation. It's one of nature's most mesmerizing adaptations. On to fact 38, and it's something most people have never even heard about. Sharks have an extra sense called electroreception. Using special organs called ampullae of Lorenzini, they can detect the electric fields generated by muscle contractions, heartbeats, and even the Earth's magnetic field. That's how they can find prey buried under sand or navigate across vast oceans without getting lost. It's a sixth sense that makes them ultra-aware of the world in ways we can't even comprehend. They don't just see or smell, they feel the energy around them. In a way, sharks can sense life itself. Fact 39 is a sobering one. Despite all their power, beauty, and evolutionary brilliance, sharks are in danger from us. Over 100 million sharks are killed every year due to finning, overfishing, and habitat destruction. Some species have seen their populations drop by more than 90% in just a few decades. And here's the real twist, we need sharks. They help keep marine ecosystems in balance by regulating populations of prey and maintaining the health of coral reefs. Without sharks, the oceans suffer, and so do we. Sharks aren't monsters. They're guardians of the sea. And right now, they need protection more than ever. And finally, fact number 40. Despite their fearsome reputation, the odds of being killed by a shark are 1 in 3.7 million. You're more likely to be struck by lightning, crushed by a vending machine, or bitten by another human at a concert. Sharks aren't the villains, we are. But here's the beautiful truth, the more we learn about sharks, the more awe they inspire. They're ancient, complex, graceful, deadly, and vital. They are the ocean's greatest survivors, and every fact we've covered only scratches the surface of what they truly are. So the next time you hear that ominous music in a movie, remember, sharks don't hunt us, but maybe we should start learning from them. If this deep dive into the incredible world of sharks left you stunned, it's just the beginning. Sharks are far more than the villains we see on screen, they're nature's masterpieces, refined by 400 million years of evolution. And now, it's our job to protect them. If you learned something new today, or if even one of these facts blew your mind, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who thinks sharks are just cold-blooded killers. Drop a comment below with your favorite fact, or let us know what creature you want us to explore next. Until then, stay curious, stay bold, and never stop diving deeper.